Good morning. How's everybody doing? I thought we'd do a quick broadcast. Had a very late night last night. I had to work, so I didn't get home until the wee hours of the morning, and they changed the clocks again. So we basically were able to gain an hour back, and it's a lot lighter in the morning. So it's nice. It's nice to be here with you. We are looking at some of the notifications this morning. And last night there was a little bit of activity. I'm just going to show that to you. And we might have time for a tune, but I thought we could also go through some of the football stuff as well. So thank you to Diana D. I appreciate you very much. We've got Heather Lynn here as well. I don't know if I can make this better for you. 1 second here. There we go. Yeah, that works. That works. Let's see if I can move this over a bit. Oh, yeah, that's great. Right there. And you still see me. What else do we have here? We got Mark. Thank you, Mark. We got Johnny Cash with a cat. Good old Johnny Cash. Achieve more. All right. That's the Warren Buffett method. What else do we have? Let's see here. Christina, thank you for all that you do. Love Golden Heart. Wasn't there a song called Golden Hair Surprise from the 70s? I remember that. You can fly, your heart can soar, reach the sky, and find much more. That's nice. Little rhyming going on there. Who else do we have? Let's look here. We got Mac. You can't really see Mac to the side there, though. So, but Mac, thank you. We got Harold. Thank you, Harold, for your support. Barbara Allen, thank you. Nino's Digital Cafe, thank you. Brooklyn Morgan Johnson, thank you. Diana, thank you. Rose is showing off some flowers there. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Lizanne. Thank you. You are brilliant, sir. Well, thank you. I don't feel brilliant, but that's all right. Danny Dimples, thank you. What else do we got here? Herbal. God Sniper of Truth. I like that. Tony Danridge, which we're doing a show today at 10:30. So in roughly 23 minutes, we're going to be doing the Belt Kings football. Sunday is the fun day. All right, I would agree with that. I like this. Let's put this up here. Sunday is the fun day. Yeah, well, it doesn't really fit. Let's try that. I like that. That's good. I guess it's a fun day if you like football, right? Why not? Let's see here. Some great pictures here. Creed Humphrey praises 4-year teammate, the most physical lineman in the league. All right. If you know who that is, put it in the comments. All right. Has this affected his game? Some say yes. Some say no. He looks like he's getting back in shape again. He seems game ready. I love that. Here's a cool picture, too. We always talk about the spiritual side of football. That's a very spiritual football moment. You can see he's praising the higher power, whatever that might be to him. That's very cool. There's a podcast called the Dive Bar Podcast. Huh. Oh, This is a while ago, but this is an incredible moment. You guys remember this? That wasn't that long ago. I bet they'll never forget that, though. That'll be a moment that is never, ever forgotten by them. I like that. In fact, I'm going to save that image because I think it's amazing. New stuff. All right. Breaking news. Look at this. Isaiah Pacheco. They're saying he might be back. That's great news. They were briefly talking about it last week, and Tony and I discussed it, and Tony felt like it was too soon. And I have to agree, you don't want someone coming back too soon if they're not fully healed, because you're just going to end up hurting again and maybe making it worse. And they're going to need them. And they have enough weapons right now to get through. They really do. They're fine. Yeah, there's all kinds of trade rumors right now. I'm just looking at some of the highlights for the Chiefs. Okay, there's a couple lists here I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can find them. Okay, I want to go here. And we'll go to images. And I need to go to desktop. And what's this Aaron Rodgers one? You know what? Aaron looked really good in the last game. Man, he still can throw a beautiful spiral. He really can. Oh, I'm hoping they're going to turn a corner, and I am such a fan. And I want them to do well. That is the bottom line. So in a few minutes, we are going to be doing this right here. Football, the Bell Kings with Tony D, and we're going to get connected. We are also, let's see here, image here. I'm looking for, what's it called here? New stuff. New stuff is what I want right here. All right. This is kind of harsh. Did you see this? This is a falling from grace right here. This is not good. I would not wish this on anybody. Look at this. Really? After all he's done for the team? What a bunch of fair weather friends. I don't know what he's doing in the locker room or at the facility. I hope everything is well for him. It's hard being a professional athlete to be in the spotlight, be one of the top players in the world, and then not to be. It's got to be really tough. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And that's the truth. Okay, let's have a quick look here. This one I thought was very interesting. Let's look at here. Can I make it bigger? I think I can. Right there. Okay. So most field goals, I would have never guessed that. 23. We've got a tie. I know very little about kickers. I've been trying to learn lately, but I know that the teams that are doing well this year, most of them have great kickers. And if you look here, that's another weapon that KC has. Now, unfortunately, you can't win games on just field goals. It's pretty hard. And there's a couple teams here we know have benefit from it, especially the Steelers, right? And the Cowboys. But that's a pretty good record. 17 field goals, 17 for the Chargers. And I never thought about that, the element of the kicking game, right? If you play very defensive, kicking is smart. Yeah. So that's quite a difference, though. If you look here from 23 to third place, right? 19. That's 4 field goals. So that's a lot. 12 points. 12 points can make or break you, unfortunately, in this league, right? Let's look here. What do we got for video? I would love to play. Let's play one tune. So we say we played a tune. I'll be right back.
In this digital space we roam, building bridges from our home, finding warmth in screens aglow. Compassion on every bite, under starlit pixel light, creating bonds that help us grow. Community we find in hearts and our minds, with love that's kind. We are one, strong and aligned, seeking truth in every frame, lifting voices in our name. Understanding hearts will shine. Kindness for all we must show, feeling connected as we grow. Every like a like divine. Community we find in hearts and our minds, with love that's kind. We are one, strong and aligned. Each comment is a seed of hope and care we need. In every view we see, love's the thread of unity. Community we find in hearts and our minds, with love that's kind. We are one, strong and aligned. Each comment is a seed of hope and care we need. In every view we see, love's the thread of unity. Community we find in hearts and our minds, with love that's kind. We are one, strong and aligned.
I found this kind of fun and interesting, to be honest. So the Steelers right now are considered number one defense. Number two, the Browns. Number three, the Eagles. And the Eagles, to me, have such a superstar roster, like phenomenal. The Ravens have moments, I think. The Chiefs, same. The Bears, if they show up. The 49ers, if they're not injured. And this was quite shocking. The 8th best rated defense right now is the Giants, statistically. And yet the record has been horrible. The Browns, I feel a lot better about now with the new quarterback. And that's what they needed. Every show we do this. Anybody know who this is? One of the greatest bluesmen of all time, the master of the Telecaster, right there. And super unique player. Not many people had his tonality at all. Okay, let's have a look here. Here's some of the games today. So if we're looking, The Cowboys need this. I believe that I voted for the Cowboys. We've got Buffalo against Miami, and I think Miami. It will take a miracle to beat Buffalo, so I believe I picked Buffalo. This will be a fun game. Baltimore and the Broncos. I think that'll be super entertaining. This game will be, I think, a bit of a mess, but we'll see. Derek Carr is back for the Saints, and the Panthers have won one game this year. Raiders and Bengals both need this game desperately. Both have horrible records this year. The Bengals are slightly better. We're looking at the Chargers and the Browns. I think that will be a defensive battle worth watching. That'll be fun. This should be a blowout. The Commanders in New York, but you never know. And two teams that can barely get a win, and they probably are praying to get a win from each other with the Patriots and the Titans. And Titans have the worst record in football right now. We're looking at Chicago and the Cardinals. That will not be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. And I felt bad for, the Bears. The Bears had a rough time. Chicago last week with the Hail Mary, right? With Jaden Daniels with just seconds to go, finds a way to win the game. It was just mind blowing. The Jags and Philadelphia. Philadelphia should be okay. Jalen Hurts is looking good defensively on both sides of the ball. Philly is getting better every week. So I have great confidence that Philly will win. The Lions and Green Bay, I have no idea. I absolutely have no idea who's going to win there. That is anybody's. I think that's going to come down to injuries and takeovers, right? Interceptions, that kind of thing. LA, if they have Puka Nakua and Cooper Cup, they should be okay. The Seahawks are also beat up a bit, so we'll have to see how this turns out. But it should be an entertaining game. The Colts with Joe Flacco, this might be a very different game. If Joe Flacco's on fire, Minnesota might end up having its second loss, but it'll be entertaining. I believe I went with Minnesota on that game. So, yeah, grateful to have you guys here today. I am going to transition to the other show, go see if I can see Tony D. And we should be on air pretty soon this morning, within minutes. So if you can, like, share, subscribe, and have a glorious Sunday. Come and see us on the Tony D Network. The Belt Kings just